Through the wreckage of the Malaysian airliner that crashed in East Ukraine on Thursday, killing all 298 on board. Alongside the debris of the plane lie the remains of passengers and their belongings. And let's show you these white ribbons, as you see here, marking the spots where the bodies have been found. But many who are on board still remain unaccounted for. The team of international observers from the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe will continue their examination of the site later. Accompanied by representatives of the self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic, they took pictures of the gruesome scene on Friday. RT's Roman Kozarev was there for us.
We are now way past the 24-hour mark that the bodies of the people that died at the crashed Malaysia Airlines flight have been lying around here along with the burning debris. Now, the OSCE mission had already come here. They spent about an hour talking to people and scouring the area. Then they left, so we couldn't get any information from them right away. They were keeping mum about the whole thing, but certainly the shock was definitely on their faces. Now, it's not just this area that's been affected. The debris and along with the bodies had fallen in an area around 12 kilometers here. So this is going to be a lengthy process for identification and for investigation as well. And right now, I'd ask you to take a look at what we have seen here so far and how this tragedy had affected the people that live here in eastern Ukraine. This woman was out working in her garden when her son told her a body had fallen from the sky and broken through the roof of their house. The badly mangled victim of the Malaysian Airlines flight has now been laying in Inna's kitchen for more than a day.
At first, I didn't notice anything. My son went out and said, "Mom, there is a body in the kitchen." There was plaster everywhere. I thought it was just a pile of rubbish, but then I understood that it was a human body, without a leg and with arms twisted and broken. It was a man who fell out of the plane and through the roof. It's a murder, a real murder.
Other local resident, Dmitry, said the area has been targeted by Ukrainian forces as part of their so-called anti-terrorist operation.
My wife and I were having dinner when we heard a strange noise that sounded like clapping. As soon as we went out of the house, we saw a body lying nearby. It must have fallen from a very high altitude. The only thing left on the body was a T-shirt. It was a man. The legs were broken. I saw practically no blood. Now you can smell this odor over here. There are no words to describe it. Here's my house, and it all happened right here.
It's not clear what caused the Boeing 777 to fall out of the sky, leaving nearly 300 civilians dead. Several different possibilities have now been thrown up. Locals here told us what they saw just before the plane came crashing down.
I was watching TV. I heard a roar and 2 explosions. I went out and saw a spinning plane without a wing with something falling out of it. The plane was shut down. There were explosions in the sky, and apart from the loud sounds of the plane itself, I heard the buzz which fighter jets make.
The area where the plane crashed is near several mines that sustain people economically in the Donetsk region. So it comes as no surprise that coal miners were some of the first on hand to help at the scene of the tragedy.
I've lived here with my family my whole life. Here where the crash happened. I've been working in this coal mine for 40 years, and now I just want to help, that's all. Our own government is bombing us. There are 30 people in our ship, and just 2 of them went to work. Others came here to help.
It's thought relatives of the victims are going to be arriving here shortly, and no doubt they will be seeking answers. But it seems they could be in for quite a wait to find out just how their loved ones were taken from them. Roman Kozarev, RT, Donetsk, Ukraine.